Hello everybody, I'm Storm here. Welcome back to Transport Fever 2. In the last episode, we continued working on the passenger train route we've been working on the southern island, coming out of Farbanti, coming up and through the hill with as little tunneling as I think I could get away with. Coming down out of here into Mondstadt City, and then coming out of Mondstadt and swinging around the coast and into Osgiliath. And then we're going to be heading out of Osgiliath and coming up here into Dale. And then out of Dale and into the Midgar Citadel Station. Which is still a bit of a mess over here. I'm not so sure what I'm going to be able to do with that. We'll see. I'll think about it. Alright, so what we want to do next is figure out where the station's going to be in Dale, so we know where we are going. Once we know where we're going, then we can plan the route to get there. All the roads should be upgraded, because I got everybody set up. We have tram lines. Do we have tram? We don't actually have any stops here yet. Okay, so we got to set those up. No problem. Well, we're going to set the stops because we have to figure out where the rail station is going to be first. That's going to control where our tram stops are going to be. Right. Okay. And what I'm thinking is that the further kind of back we can put the station, the better. So what I'm thinking is that our passenger station is going to be kind of back here-ish. And we still should be able to put a tram stop that will pick this up. All right, let's drop it in. Get our flat spot for the road. Let's actually knock this road out. Okay. So there we are. What that should let me do is put in a stop right there on that corner, and that should pick it up, and it does. All right, good. All right, so the other stops are going to be kind of, let's see, over here would be a good place, and probably there, because we need at least 3 stops for the loops to work. There's our lines. Again, we're going to go with 6 trams. And just get this set up real quick. There we go. Okay. Perfect. So, we now need to get from here to here, which means we're going to have to get across, well, that road and that road. Okay. Not impossible. All right, so what I want to do is kind of come uphill a little bit. No, we don't want electric on here just yet. We kind of want to come uphill so that we can jump. Let's see. So we got this dip. So if we come flat, actually. Come flat to there. That should allow me to then jump the road with... We're going to have to curve that a little bit harder. Something more along those lines. 170, 65. Let's see, how tight there? That's the tightest I can get that turn. Okay. Now, here's the question. Can I get a bridge over there that works? It looks right. And yes, I can. And we are at maximum speed on both sides of the track, which was I was a little concerned. All right, good. Now, okay, so I think what we're gonna have to do, because I can't make a bridge or a tunnel there. So what we're gonna have to do is tear that road out. And we really don't need this either. Okay. So we're gonna tear that road out. We're gonna put the track in. And actually, we want to do it the other way so that the bridge picks up correctly. All right. Looks good. So now we just need to get the road back in. You know what? That's fine. All right, so let's see what we can do with the track. We're coming out of here. Let's see, if we nudge it down to get a tunnel, how long is that tunnel going to be? Fairly long tunnel. I don't think we're going to be able to get away with any shorter tunnel systems. So, all right, do it. All right. That works fine. And that really isn't that long of a stretch of tunnel. So, it's sorry. All right. So, what we're going to want is for this track, we're going to have a very tight turn here. It's just going to happen. In fact, what I probably want to do is get rid of that chunk of track. See, I just want to run it at speed for as long as I can before we have to make that turn. All right, there we are. And so, let's see what it does. If we swing this around and hook it onto there. It gets pretty slow. But I don't think that's bad. It shouldn't be too bad. I mean, it's all right. Let's do it. Okay. And that completes the loop. So then, what I want to do is the south loop line. Right, which is starting at Midgar West and heading to the Citadel. Oh, no, heading to Novigrad and then Costa del Sol then Farbanti. Right? And then we're going to get rid of Costa del Sol and Novigrad. And then after Farbanti, we're going to tell it. Actually, Farbanti, we need you to be on the other side of the track. We'll have to check. Yeah, you're on the right side there. Wrong. I don't know. I'll have to take a look at it. Let's see what it looks like after we complete the loop. Yeah. All right. So then after Farbanti, we want to come over to Mondstadt. And it already is formed a loop. And then Osgiliath. And then Dale. All right. And it should stay on the correct side of the track the whole way down. Yes. Correct. And since I have no crossovers past this point, there's no way for it to get to the other side, so we're good the whole way around. Excellent. So this is going to be South Loop Line CCW for counterclockwise. And then we're going to do a new line, which is going to be a slightly darker orange or brown. Dark orange is brown. And then we're going to start here, Midgar. Then Dale, Osgiliath, Mondstadt, Farbanti, and then it's finished the loop for me, but we still need to add the stops in, and Costa del Sol, and Novigrad. And then we're done. And see, this is the train passengers, South Loop Line, CW. Clockwise, right? Yep, CCW and CW. That'll do. So, this train. Now we have gotten some new locomotives. So, we're looking for speed. Top speed. This guy is still top speed, 112 miles an hour, but that power is just garbage. This one does 81 miles an hour, but has 2,700 horsepower. 27 horsepower. Vastly more expensive. I'm not worried about the initial cost. What I'm worried about is the per year. Yeah, this one's like, what, almost 400,000. This is 1.25 million per year. I think we can afford it, as long as we're hauling the passengers. Or do we go with lots of smaller trains? Let's see. Instead of replacing, let's modify. You have 80 capacity, so let's say... It's gotta be quick. Man, you put any load on these guys and they're mediocre. But this will never pay for that locomotive. Let's see. 112 capacity. You know what? Let's do it. Oh, the depot's disconnected. Ah, right. It needs to get to both sides. Okay, hold on. Really, this one should be connecting here, right? And then we should have a branch line. One that kind of comes over here like this. And that'll work. Ooh, yeah, we need to signal this whole thing. I haven't done any signals. All right, where do we have signals? We have signals out to Farbonte, but we haven't done any signals past that. Okay. This should help space things out a little bit. And then a signal right before we swing into the slow section of the track. All right. There we go. Oh, and signals over here too. So we're going to need what? Probably a signal there. A signal there, because we're going to be going in that direction. And we're going to want to signal here and signal there. And here. Okay. That will do. So, manage vehicles, and what we're going to do is we're going to clone. But we're going to tell these two trains to go to a different line. To go over that line. There we go. And then we'll see if these trains can pull a profit. I'm skeptical. But you never know. They just might. Alright. Meantime, let's dress up. Dress up the stations a little bit. Now, this one already has its own roof. Autosave. Gotta wait for that. And we're going to set all these stations up the same way. Yep. And then over here. Yep. Trains moving through that station. Oh, it's showing we're down a lot. We just bought a whole pile of trains. So it'll probably be negative for the year. But it's alright. It'll be fine. Yep. Because we spent a ton on investments, new vehicles. We made 40 million the previous year, so we're doing pretty good. Now, you're still showing that you're in profit, but for how long? Well, they're running full. And it is accelerating up this climb, so that's good. Doing 40. that is a bright orange on that locomotive. Let's see, I think like this is the crest of the hill. It might hit top speed. There we go, 80 miles an hour. And nobody got off. All right. But it is, I think, still on its first loop. So, yeah, it's going to be a little bit before we have people who are actually wanting to do this. All right, so I'll give that some time to bed in. We'll see if it starts pulling a profit or not. And we got passengers showing up, so matter of time. All right, so for next episode, I think we're gonna need to figure out how to link this island up to the larger passenger network by creating a passenger ferry. We could either do a passenger ferry or we could set up our first airport. I'd have to decide, because it's going to be a long trip, because the boat's going to have to come into... Either it's have to come into here, or it's going to have to, like, swing all the way around and come into there. Or I'll have to expand this, but I don't think that touches the passenger network at all. So, yeah, maybe we'll do our first airport. We have some space. I mean, we could flatten a section over here for an airport. We just have to find out where we could put the second airport that would be connected to the passengers, because the terrain up here is pretty rugged. All right, well, I'll consider that, but we're at the end of the episode for today, so we'll stop here. So if you guys enjoyed it, thanks for watching. Go ahead, like, subscribe, and comment, and I will see you next time.